Hi, my name is Nate. I'm 23 and I can hardly live a day without music. Music has been a part of my life since early childhood. My father plays piano and my mother is a composer. I like looking at them working together. The moment that I enjoy the most is when they create new sounds. I have never seen or heard anything better than that. The hardest decision I had ever made was when I had to choose the main musical instrument I was going to play during my life. We had plenty of arguments. My father insisted that I had to choose the piano. My mother tried to persuade me to select the violin, but I picked the simplest and most inspiring instrument for me, the guitar. Yes, the guitar. My mom and dad were angry because they thought that nothing could be better than classical music. Well, my choice was closer to pop music. Finally, they agreed with me because it was my life and my decision. So they bought a guitar for me. I loved it. I learned to play it days and nights long. Every day I tried to create something new, something that would reflect me, my vision of life. I never regretted choosing the guitar. I felt it was the right thing to do. When I graduated from college, I decided it was time to introduce my music to the world. I became a street musician. I guess you understand that my parents were not happy about this decision either. But despite all their protests, I kept playing my guitar. People liked it. When I was playing, the crowd was gathering around me. It was so cool to realize that people liked what I was doing. About 6 months later, 2 men came up to me after my performance. They said they were producers from the local radio station and that they really liked my music. They offered me to record a couple of songs at their studio. I was beyond happy. My work had been noticed by some influential people, and that was exactly what I needed at the time. I agreed for collaboration. Everything was good. We recorded 9 songs that I had written while I was still at college. The entire process took about 4 weeks. The guys I worked with on my songs told me that I had a great talent. They promised that I would become popular very fast. I wasn't very confident in myself, but during this month we became friends, and I thought I could believe them. The release of my album was scheduled for February 17th. I waited for that day more than for my birthday. On day X, I opened iTunes and saw my album. It was also uploaded on YouTube. I was very happy until the moment my dad asked me who was Paul Nashville. I said that I didn't know that. But he told me that Paul Nashville was stated as the author of the album. I could not believe my eyes, but maybe that was a mistake. I made plenty of calls to the studio, but no one answered. We went to the place where the studio was located, but it was closed. I didn't know what to do. Then, my dad asked me what the name of the main producer was. I said that it was Greg McAllen. When my father heard that name, he was furious. He told me that they had worked together when they were young, but then stopped because Greg turned out to be dishonest. My father called the police and explained the situation. However, the police couldn't prove that Greg had violated the law in any way. Then my dad said he had lots of evidence from the past, which could help them to investigate the case and arrest the man. When the police had all the fact they needed, we all together went to Greg's house. He was arrested, but said that the whole story was false. However, when he saw my father and me, he understood everything. Soon after that, I learned that I wasn't the only one he lied to. There were many talented boys and girls who suffered from his actions. Greg and his entire team went to prison. The situation was resolved, but I had one more problem. My music became extremely popular. Over 1 million people downloaded my album. I didn't think it was a good idea to remove the album and then upload it again under my own name. Instead, I decided to use the name of Paul Nashville as a nickname. So when people ask me why I have chosen this name, I usually tell them this funny story. What is your hobby, my dear friends? Leave your comments. If you've enjoyed this story, please click the like button.